Listen, the storm didn't just show up, it came now, when you're drained, when your hands are bleeding from the climb, when quitting looks easy. You know why, because you're close, too close. Pain has a patter, it only screams loudest when the finish line is near. It tests you the hardest when the breakthrough is about to happen. That resistance, that chaos, that sudden setback, it's not a sign to stop, it's the final gatekeeper saying, prove you're ready. You asked for growth. You asked for change. You said, I want this more than anything. Well, this is what more than anything feels like: unfair, exhausting, relentless. But guess what? This pain you're feeling, it's not punishment. It's a signal that you're in the zone where most people give up. That's why most people stay average. But you're not here for average. You came to rewrite your story, to build a legacy, to walk through fire and come out stronger. So walk through it, because on the other side of this moment is the version of you you've been chasing for years, the one who doesn't break when it gets dark, the one who doesn't fold when pressure hits, the one who finishes. So breathe, lock in, and remember this: the closer you get, the tougher it feels, but that toughness, that's proof you're almost there. Pain intensifies near the finish line. You feel it in your bones, your energy is drained, your mind starts to whisper, maybe it's not worth it. That's not weakness, that's a sign that you're right on the edge of something big. See, life doesn't test you at the starting line. It waits, it watches, and just when you've come too far to turn back, that's when it pushes the hardest, because the final stretch isn't about strength anymore, it's about heart. It's about whether you're willing to bleed a little more, to crawl if you have to keep going even when every part of you is begging to stop. This is where most people give up, not at the beginning, not halfway through, but right before the break, through . Because they mistake the pain for a warning, but it's not a warning, it's confirmation. It means you're close, too close for the old version of you to survive, too close for comfort, too close for excuses. You don't get to the finish line looking fresh. You get there bruised, sweaty, mentally torn up, but still standing. And the reason it's so damn hard right now is because you're doing something most people never have the guts to finish. You're stepping into a version of yourself you've never met before, and every inch you move forward, that older, weaker part of you fights to hold you back, that resistance, that doubt, that heaviness in your chest. It's all part of the process. Your body wants to quit, your mind screams for relief, but your spirit knows better. It knows that growth hurts, that progress demands sacrifice, that success doesn't show up until you've earned it, until you've proved you're willing to endure. So if you're in pain right now, if everything feels like it's falling apart, good, that means you're not lost, that means you're not failing, it means you're almost there . Final resistance is a test. It's life asking you, do you still want it? You said you were ready, you said you were all in, but now things are getting heavy. Now the ground beneath you is shaking, and this is where most people fold. Because they think resistance means stop, but resistance isn't the end, it's the checkpoint. It's the door between who you are and who you said you wanted to become. You see, when you set a big goal, when you ask for something greater, life doesn't just hand it over. It says, okay, let's see. Let's see if you're serious. Let's see if you're still hungry when it hurts. Let's see if you can keep moving when the plan falls apart. Because the truth is, talk is cheap, and dreams don't come to the person who just wants them. They come to the one who earns them. And the final resistance, that's the proving ground. That's where comfort dies. That's where everything gets louder: the fear, the doubt, the pressure. It's supposed to feel impossible, because what you're reaching for is uncommon, and uncommon results require uncommon endurance. So life will throw the storm at you, not to punish you, but to prepare you, to stretch you into someone capable of handling what's coming. That dream you have, it's not just about achievement, it's about transformation. It's about becoming a person who can carry the weight of that success. So don't be surprised when things get worse right before they get better. Don't run when it gets chaotic. That's the test. That's the moment. That's when the universe leans in and says, show me that your words weren't empty. Show me that you're not just excited, you're committed, that you're not just motivated, you're built for this. The final resistance will ask everything of you, your time, your energy, your focus, your pain. But if you can stand through that, if you can rise when it's hardest, you don't just pass the test. You become the person who was meant to win. Breakdowns signal breakthroughs. That moment when everything starts falling apart, it's not the end. It's the beginning of something bigger. It just doesn't feel like it yet. Because when you're in it, when the weight gets too heavy, when nothing's working, when your plans collapse, it feels like failure. But it's not failure. It's transformation in disguise. It's pressure building something inside you that wasn't there before. It's the universe clearing out what no longer serves you, so you can step into what's meant for you. See, before the breakthrough happens, the old version of you has to break, and that's painful, it's messy, it's confusing. You start questioning everything, why you started, whether you're good enough, whether it's even worth it anymore. That's the breaking point. But here's the truth, that breaking point is also the turning point. Because buried inside that chaos is growth. Buried inside that doubt is strength. You're not falling apart. You're being rebuilt. And just like a storm clears the sky, your breakdown is clearing space for your next level. But most people miss it. They think the discomfort means stop. They think the pain means failure, so they quit. But you've got to understand the pressure you're feeling is proof that something bigger is coming. Something you've never seen before. Something you've never been before. And you can't enter that new space carrying old baggage. So yes, it hurts. Yes, it's overwhelming. But what if this breakdown is the exact thing that's going to make you unshakable? What if this is where you finally learn what you're truly made of? Not in the easy moments, not when everything's smooth, but right here in the chaos, in the pain, in the silence where nobody's clapping, where nobody's watching. That's where breakthroughs are born. So if it feels like it's all coming undone, don't run, don't shrink, lean in, because right on the other side of this storm is the version of you that was built to win. Most people quit too soon, not because they couldn't make it, not because they weren't capable, but because they got tired just before it got good. They gave up when it started getting heavy. They stepped back when it started taking longer than expected. Pressure does that. It convinces you that you've gone far enough, that maybe it's not worth the fight, that maybe it's just not meant for you. But here's the truth, pressure doesn't mean stop. It means you're getting close. It means the resistance is kicking in because you're pushing through layers most people never touch. It's like digging for gold. You can be inches away, but if you walk away now, you'll never know how close you were. And most people, they walk right before the breakthrough, right before the moment that would have changed everything, because they can't see what's coming. They only feel what's hurting, and that's the trick. The closer you get, the heavier it feels, the tension builds, the doubt grows louder, and everything in your body starts searching for an exit. But that pressure, that's the final gate. That's where the average tap out and the committed break through. This is the part where you decide what side you're on. Do you let the pressure push you out, Or do you let it shape you into someone stronger? Because success doesn't go to the most talented. It goes to the most relentless. The ones who stay when it's no longer exciting, when the lights are off, when the reward is nowhere in sight. They hold the line, they take one more step. They show up on the days when motivation is gone. And those steps, those small decisions to not quit they stack up until suddenly you break through, and what looked impossible is now behind you, all because you didn't let the pressure push you out. So if you're tired right now, if you're wondering if it's worth it, just remember most people quit too soon. Don't be most people. You must earn your next level. No one's handing it to you, not the world. Not fate, not luck. Growth doesn't come wrapped in comfort. It comes through challenge. It comes through pain. It comes through the moments where you want to quit but choose to stay, because every new level demands a new version of you. And that version doesn't show up by accident. You have to build it with patience, with persistence, with discipline on the days when nothing feels worth it. See, it's easy to dream. It's easy to talk about where you want to be. But few are willing to earn that place, to struggle through the process, to carry the weight when no one's watching, to keep going when nothing around you is changing. That's the difference. That's the price. Because growth doesn't happen in the outcome, it happens in the work, in the sweat, in the waiting, in the showing up again and again, even when the results are invisible, and most importantly in the pain. The pain of stretching, the pain of failing, the pain of starting over. That pain isn't punishment, it's preparation. It's the pressure that molds you. It's the fire that forges your character. You say you want the next level? Then show it, earn it, prove it through action, prove it through consistency, because success doesn't respond to wishes, it responds to effort. And the next level won't unlock just because you're tired of where you are. It will only open when you've learned what this level came to teach you, when you've taken the hits and kept going, when you've stayed grounded in the storm, when you've stopped asking for ease and started embracing the grind. There's no shortcut, no cheat code, no fast track, only work, only commitment, only patience. And if you can handle that, if you can stay in it longer than most, you'll get there. Because growth isn't a gift. It's a reward, and every inch of progress must be earned. This phase is not punishment, it's preparation. It's not here to break you, it's here to build you. But it doesn't feel that way, does it? It feels heavy. It feels unfair. It feels like life is working against you. But what if it's not? What if every challenge right now is shaping you into someone stronger, someone wiser, someone more focused? This isn't life rejecting you. It's life refining you, because you're asking for something greater, and that requires more from you. You can't step into the next chapter carrying the same weakness. You can't hold new blessings with old habits. So this season, this stretch of difficulty, it's not a wall, it's a mirror. It's showing you what needs to be faced, what needs to be fixed, what needs to be let go. You're not being punished, you're being prepared. Prepared to handle more, prepared to lead more, prepared to stand taller. And preparation isn't glamorous, it's uncomfortable, it's silent, it's repetitive. It happens in the background, while you question yourself, while you wonder if any of this is working, while you fight battles no one else sees. But that's where strength is formed, that's where character is carved, and that's where winners are made, because anyone can smile in easy seasons, but it takes a different kind of fire to rise in the middle of chaos. So if it feels like everything is against you right now, if you're tired of the struggle, if you're wondering why the pressure won't let up, look closer. You're not stuck. you're in training, you're not behind, you're being forged. This phase isn't a curse. It's a classroom. Every setback is a lesson. Every delay is a teacher. Every closed door is redirection, not rejection. So don't lose heart. Don't misread the struggle. This is not the end of the road. It's the shaping ground. And if you keep going, if you stay in the fire, you'll come out ready for what's next. Your struggle is evidence of progress. It may not feel like it right now, but the fight you're in is proof you're moving forward. Struggle doesn't show up when you're standing still. It shows up when you're pushing limits, when you're challenging the old patterns, when you're stepping out of what's familiar, that resistance you're feeling. It's not a sign of failure, it's confirmation that you're growing. See, no one wrestles with fear, with doubt, with pressure, unless they're on the edge of change. Comfort never brings chaos, but progress. Progress comes with friction. It comes with uncertainty. It comes with moments where you want to give up because that's where the stretch lives. You're stretching into new capacity, into new confidence, into a stronger version of yourself, and that doesn't happen without struggle. Struggle means you're doing something that matters. It means you're stepping into territory that requires more of you, more focus, more discipline, more heart. You can't expect to level up without pain. That pain is the cost of transformation, and the fact that you're still in it, still fighting, still trying, that says everything. You haven't quit, you haven't folded, you're still here, and that means you're still progressing. It's not always about what's changing around you. Sometimes it's about what's changing asterisk inside asterisk you, the strength you're building, the mindset you're sharpening, the resilience you're growing. That's the real progress. You may not see it day to day, but struggle is shaping you silently. You'll wake up one day and realize you've outgrown the version of you that once doubted everything. And that happened because of the fight, because of the nights you held on, because of the days you pushed through when nothing made sense. So when you feel that pressure rising, when the weight feels like too much, just remind yourself this is what progress looks like. Messy, hard, uncomfortable, but always moving forward. Always building you into someone you didn't even know you could become. Embrace the grind as part of your legacy. Because one day, this season you're in right now, this struggle, this fight, this uphill climb, it's going to be the part of your story that inspires someone else to keep going. We want the success. We want the victory. But we try to skip the process. We try to avoid the grind, forgetting that the grind asterisk is asterisk the legacy. Nobody remembers the easy days. Nobody's moved by the perfect plan. They're moved by the moments you kept going when quitting made more sense. They're moved by the setbacks you turned into fuel, the losses you used to rise again. That's what makes the story powerful. Not just that you won, but asterisk how asterisk you won. How you crawled through dark seasons. How you showed up when no one clapped for you. How you worked in silence while the world doubted you. The grind is what builds that story. It's not glamorous. It's not comfortable. It's lonely. It's hard. But it's necessary, because it's in the grind that you develop grit, discipline, clarity. It's in the grind that you learn to depend on your asterisk, why asterisk, not just your feelings. And every time you push through, every time you choose the hard path over the easy escape, you're writing something permanent. Something that lives beyond the temporary results. Your legacy isn't built in the spotlight. It's built in the shadows, in the unseen hours, in the sacrifices that nobody else knows about. So stop looking at the grind like it's a curse. Stop waiting for the breakthrough to feel proud. This asterisk is asterisk the breakthrough. This is the part you'll look back on and say, that's where I became who I was meant to be. Not when it was easy, but right here in the late nights, in the early mornings, in the pressure, that's where your legacy is being written. So embrace it, let it shape you, because the difficult moments aren't in the way of your story, they are your story. You have to walk through fire to come out forged. There's no shortcut to strength, no way to fake resilience. You don't get it by sitting still. You don't find it in comfort. You find it in the chaos. In the struggle, in the pressure that threatens to break you. That's where strength is built, not on the sunny days but in the storms, not when everything is going your way, but when nothing is and you keep showing up anyway. The fire doesn't come to destroy you. It comes to shape you, to strip away the weak parts, to reveal what's real. See, everyone wants to be strong until it's time to suffer, until it's time to bleed, until it's time to face the parts of themselves they'd rather avoid. But fire doesn't lie. It tests everything, your patience, your courage, your purpose. And if you can stand in the middle of it, if you can take the heat without running, you come out changed. You come out forged, not soft, not the same, but tougher, sharper, ready. Strength doesn't grow in ease, it grows in resistance. Every challenge, every setback, every sleepless night, those are your reps. That's your training ground. You're not just surviving the storm, you're becoming something inside it. And the people who avoid the fire, they stay the same. They stay soft, but you're walking through it. You're facing it. You're burning away the doubt, the fear, the old identity that held you back. And when you come out, you won't be who you were. You'll be someone forged by the fight, someone built in the battle, someone who earned every scar. So don't fear the fire. Don't run from the discomfort. It's not the end. It's the beginning of your becoming, because real strength isn't gifted. It's earned in the storm, in the fire, in the fight. You're closer than you think, and that's exactly why it's getting harder. It's not a coincidence. It's not bad luck. It's pressure building right before the breakthrough, right before the moment everything changes. But in that moment, you won't feel close. You'll feel exhausted. You'll feel lost. You'll feel like nothing is working, because that's how it feels when you're right at the edge. That's how it feels when the old version of you is being stretched and the new one is almost ready to emerge. Don't let the intensity fool you. This isn't the end. This is the test, the final one, the one that asks, how bad do you want it? Will you push through when everything says stop? Most people don't. They misread the pressure. They take the struggle as a sign to quit. But what if the pressure is a signal that the door is just ahead? What if the resistance is strongest right before the wall breaks? You're not going in circles, you're rising, slowly, painfully, but surely. This is the last mile, the part of the race where your legs are burning, your lungs are screaming, and everything in you wants to collapse. But that pain, that's proof you're in motion. That's the signal that you're not far, you're not stuck. You're stretching, and what's waiting for you on the other side of this pain is everything you've been working for, everything you've been building in the dark, everything you've cried for, bled for, believed in. So don't back down now, not when you've come this far, not when the mountain is almost climbed. Hold your ground. Take the next step, even if it's slow, even if it's shaky, because that next step might be the one that takes you past the tipping point. You're closer than you think, closer than your fear is telling you, closer than your doubt believes. And that's why it feels like everything is trying to pull you under, because you're about to rise. Keep going.